Hey, brothers and sisters from the Starknet ecosystem. Welcome to the Star Cafe, a virtual cafe where you'll enjoy some good quality content about Starknet, brought to you by Nurstar, your personal Stark barista. Well, my dear friends, today we'll dedicate this Star Cafe to the StarkFighter gaming initiative that has been entertaining Starknet enthusiasts for the past 2 weeks. And it's now entering its final 10 days of competition, which will bring a lot of prizes for the best players. And StarkFighter is an ecosystem initiative sponsored by many projects from the Starknet space. And today we have the pleasure to host the two main organizers of StarkFighter, which are StarknetID, the Starknet domain service, and Everai, a metaverse project created by Screenshot Labs, whose NFT collection is very beloved by the Starknet community. However, with that being said, let's welcome Ben from StarknetID and Brian from Everai. Hey guys, how is it going?
Hello, I'm very good, thank you.
Yo guys, yes, so really good. Thank you, Nurstar.
Thanks, guys, for coming. Well, let's go straight to the questions. And well, Ben and Brian, we've been hearing a lot about Starkfighter in the past few weeks. And would you mind telling those listeners who still don't know a lot about this challenge what Starkfighter is and how the idea behind it was born?
Yeah, so I can take that one. So at the really beginning of Starkfighter, we were in Tel Aviv in Starkware session with Thomas, my co-founder on Starknet ID, and we were talking about what could we do in order to bring people to the Starknet ecosystem. So what we did on that, no problem. What we did on that is that we thought about ideas that Starknet ID could do on ourselves without needing a foundation, without needing any big partners. Like we can develop it ourselves. And we talked with Argent, we talked with Bravos about that idea of doing a game in order to bring people to Starknet. And this game will be like a big challenge of 3 weeks with a leaderboard, etc., etc. And then they thought it was a good idea, so we built it. And then in the process of building it, we talked with Everai and they said, yeah, we would like to help you on the design part. So I said, yeah, why not? And we discussed a bit. They made some first designs, and we found that it was awesome. Like the design were really cool, and they have really a good artistic view of it. They brought a lot of cultural aspect of it. It's really cool what they did in terms of design. So we said, yeah, let's organize this event together. You do the design part, the branding part, and we do the organized part and the development. So this is like the whole story of Starkfighter.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I saw that, Starfighter is getting a lot of traction and the Starknet community is loving it. And there are a lot of players so far. And well, I would also like to know maybe from Brian how the teams from Starknet ID and Everai work together to make this project, this gaming challenge a reality. I mean, how did you share tasks and stuff like that?
Yeah. Actually, it's pretty as kind of as simple as what Ben just described. Ultimately, Ben came up with the ideas, and Thomas as well, and and overall, we just have to in our team. What we want to is that we want to push as much as we can. The experiences on Starknet to try to make them better, to try to make them more attractive eventually to new users. And we just provided basically the some part of my team, so two people especially that are Joachim and Nolo, that are both product designer and brand director. And so they just both of them spent a little bit of time trying to try to improve and to push the experience that Ben was has initiated with Thomas. And so we once the idea went on, we just had made some some iterations. We've tried different things. We've been involving artists to try to make it as on brand as possible. And yeah, eventually, a few weeks after it was already on. We could have pushed even more, I guess. We could have made the things better, but the purpose was really to try to come out with something quite quickly, and in the matter of time that we have, it was I think a good compromise.
Great. Yeah, it was very nice to see, both of your projects come together and organize this very interesting gaming challenge that is involving, most of the ecosystem. And going a bit deep into the gaming challenge, for those who have still not played it, how it works in practice. I mean, what can you win, and how can you improve your skills to go up the leaderboard? Maybe,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can go ahead.
Yeah. So maybe Brian, you can take it. I think you're better than me on that one.
Okay, no worries. But I mean, like, as for the usage, it's pretty simple, right? But the one of the things that we've tried to do is, like, we've tried to involve, as much as people from Starknet, is on board as much people to Starknet. And so eventually the only way to play the game is to get um, uh, an ID from Starknet ID to be able to play the game itself. So this is the kind of the key to unlock the door of the game itself. And once this is being done, and so obviously, there are some of them that are from Bravos, there are some of them that you can get directly through the Everai ID experience, that the previous collaboration we've made with the Starknet ID team, or the classical one from Starknet ID. And basically, whenever you enter the game, it's pretty simple. You just have you to use the up, down, left, and right arrows eventually, and just try to survive to as long as possible. And in terms of, like, the way we decided to spread again the rewards, it's the first test. We wanted to be to and I think initiated by Ben. The purpose was to go fast and to iterate fast and to make a first try and to make a first attempt to gather knowledge and to see what's going on and how the things to improve eventually. To if eventually in the future we would have loved to launch this type of initiative again. But the purpose was pretty simple. We just, like, have spread some ETH around the 50 first places, and then we've been collecting as well some main NFT of most of the most involved projects on within the Starknet ecosystem at the moment, or at least to the people that we reached out and that accepted to share their NFT with us. So we've been combining both ETH reward and NFTs at the same time to try to make it as appealing as possible to push the test up until the end. And so hopefully the test and the numbers are pretty strong. So kudos to Ben and his team to have initiated this, and pretty really happy about the result as well on our side.
Great. And yeah, like the challenge is very nice. Also, the game. I must say that I'm not very good at it. I find it a bit difficult, but I'm not a gamer, so maybe it's also due to that. And but yeah, having said that, I would like to know that being an ecosystem initiative, many projects, as you were saying, took part in the realization and in the promotion of StarkFighter, and they're also running some side initiatives like NFT giveaways for the best players and stuff like that. Could you name a few of these initiatives?
Yeah, no problem. So the first big initiative was the initiative from Bravos. That Bravos decided to pay for the new user fees in order to get into Starknet, which means that they paid the deployment fees and the register fee of you getting .bravos.stark domain, which was really cool. And on top of that, they also did something really cool where they paid they made some challenges in their community for the .bravos.stark players. So that's the first thing. And second thing, for example, Carbonable did decarbonate decarbonate, like, how can I say that, offset the the carbon footprints. Sorry, I do not know the carbon vocabulary very well. So offset the carbon footprint of the initiative Starkfighter in general. So we're gonna share that really soon. Sorry about the noise. Um, and yeah, today a new one will come. So I'm not gonna say anything. I will let the partner concerned announce it. But today a new one will come.
Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. Don't spoiler anything. Looking forward to that. And yeah, I take advantage to name all the sponsors that are making Starfighter, a reality. And I start with the alpha sponsors, which are yeah, StarknetID, Nostra, Bravos, and Argent. Then we have the beta sponsors, which are yeah, the Starkware, Carbonable, Brick, Everai, Avnu, Snapshot, Cartridge, Realms, Hashtag, Matchbox, Pragma, Only Dust, MySwap, SeedSwap, StarScan, Focus Tree, Influence, zkland, and Checkpoint. So a lot of players from the ecosystem are helping are helping you, both of you, doing this initiative. And so, how did this experience go? Like having to deal with so many sponsors and projects, explaining your vision to them, was an easy task, or it went smoothly?
It went more smoothly than what I thought in terms of convincing the ecosystem, because everyone was pretty open to the initiative and didn't like. It wasn't difficult to negotiate all the sponsors, etc. But it was a bit difficult, like, to manage the amount of traffic, to manage also the cheaters that we had. We're still working on that in order to, like, really reward the people that deserve it, which is, like, pretty difficult to do right now. But we're on this path, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all. But the main challenge was really technical with the anti cheat system. Um, and also, as you said, the social challenge where it was not that easy, of course, to like gather everyone around this initiative. But as we already knew everyone, it wasn't like as tough as what I thought. But I mean, it was difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine. But despite these difficulties, you've been doing a great job so far. So keep up with that. And right now, a question for Brian. I would like to know what about the Everai NFT prices that you are allocating to some high scorers? Could you tell us a bit more about that, please?
Yeah, sure. But basically, the one of the top three people that will be winning will have both ETH rewards, and as well we are going to pick some Everine from our collection to give it to the three first winner. As simple as this.
Great, amazing. As we are coming to the final, sorry. Okay. Uh, as we are coming to the final part of our Star Cafe, I'd like to give a look at the leaderboard and comment it with you. And I see that like the guy on the first place currently has a score of 682 seconds, which means about 11 minutes without crashing into an asteroid. So yeah, it's something amazing. Like I lasted definitely less than that, And do you know some of these guys in the top 10 positions?
Yeah, I know them because I checked almost all the scores myself, which means that I asked them to record a video on how they did, etc., to see if they didn't cheat. Even me, I was really surprised by how they did it, but they mostly did it like without cheating. So yeah, I
Yeah,
know them.
cool. They did it for real. That's great. And well, having said that, yeah, I would like, for the last part, for the last part of the space, I would like to remind people that if you want to play with Starkfighter, you simply have to head to starkfighter.xyz, and you can simply, first of all, you can have a look at the section how it works, and then have a look at the sponsors yourself as well, and then just click on play, and the music will start playing, and you'll be able to play with your space shuttle, and you'll have to avoid asteroids on one hand, and you'll have to avoid being catched by the enemy's space shuttle, which is following you behind you. So, having said that, I would love to thank Ben and Brian for coming today at the Star Cafe. It's been a great pleasure having you. And yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and keep it up with Starfighter. And it's been an amazing initiative, and I'm looking forward to the also to the to the ceremony, to the final ceremony where all the prizes will be handed over. And yeah, you've been doing a great job. Congratulations for that, and see you the next on the next time.
Thanks, Nestor. Thanks.
Thanks. See you.
Thanks,
Have a
guys, and thanks a lot.
cheers.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Thanks a lot to all the audience for coming today and taking some of their precious time to be with us. And see you on the next Star Cafe, which will be this Friday, as we are hosting Vitor Rivabella from Alchemy to talk a bit about their developer stack and their recent partnership with Starknet, as they just added Starknet to their powerful development tool suite. So see you on Friday at the same time. So at 1 p.m. UTC. And yeah, so see you next time. And remember sharing the Starknet vibe. Bye.